Hey, ho, 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 and a merry Money Monday show. You're watching Liquid Lunch on Newsmax TV. I'm John Tobacco. We're coming to you live as we do every single day from the Question Tequila Studios in downtown Manhattan. Before getting into a merry Money Monday, let's check in down the street with the stock exchange. You may remember that I've been mentioning to you above 28,000 is a good sign. It closed there last Friday, and I said if it does, we may be as high as 30,000 by the end of the year with a little Santa rally, and that's underway with the market up 120 today. The Dow at 28.6. Bitcoin's made a slight recovery from its 6,900 low of late. It's at 7,500. So things are going good there. Sit back and relax. Have a Merry Christmas. We're going to take a quick break tomorrow and Wednesday for Christmas. We're all going to celebrate with our families, but we will be on. The best of Liquid Lunch will be here tomorrow from 12 to 2 and on Wednesday, Christmas Day. So tell all the family members sitting around the table eating, drinking, and being merry to tune in to a special holiday edition of Liquid Lunch. And it's a special edition every single day when I'm joined by Frank Morano, my co-host, my co-producer, and managing editor.
Happy Festivus, John. I love your outfit.
Well, thank you. And in celebration of the first day of Hanukkah, my good friend Rob Taub, who will be joining us a little later on to mix it up with Rich Valdez, brought me this dreidel. So because I have attention deficit disorder, I'll probably be focused on spinning this little dreidel on my desk all day. But happy Hanukkah to all our friends out there in the Jewish community, and happy Festivus to George Costanza's family and all those who abide by the Church of Seinfeld.
Absolutely.
Festivus.
For the rest
of us.
Exactly.
By
the way,
do we have a Festivus pole? We have a tree. I don't know if you can see that, but we have a Christmas tree.
I'm not sure we can handle the airing of grievances because we only have a 2-hour show. And given this crowd, it might take a lot longer. By the way, this is quite a bagel display we have here.
I was going to mention that, but you know, when we bring in food and lunch, we got Freddy's Gourmet. They send us the best stuff, antipasto, all that good stuff. But our good friend, Mikey Mint Russo from Mikey Bagels, one of the finest bagel makers in the world, sent us a complete and utter display of bagel joy for Christmas. You got the red, white, and green
beautiful
bagels, Mikey Bagels Christmas bagels.
And delicious.
This is a whole tray. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a beautiful tray right there of all assorted cream cheeses, chives and olives and sour cream, a little butter, strawberry, Nutella. So good. I'm not even kidding you. Look at this thing.
I will tell you, though,
take a look at that.
You should know
that is gorgeous.
That
look
apparently
that
the
right
cream cheese being in balls, and I tried, by the way, the vegetable cream cheese and the cream cheese with chive, both delicious. Mm-hmm. The cream cheese being in balls, it really threw our junior assistant to the associate producer, Nico Romano, for a loop, in that he thought it was ice cream.
Oh, Nico thought it was an ice. He thought it was an ice cream.
He thought these were candy canes.
Who brings in ice cream with bagels?
That's right. That's right.
No,
he
Nico.
thought it was candy canes at first.
All right. When we have, for those of you who are politically correct and don't want to celebrate Christmas with Christmas bagels, we have your standard everyday #1 best of New York Mikey Bagels right here. Everything, egg, a little cinnamon raisin, nice. We're fully loaded here.
I really wish you hadn't brought this in today because I'm trying to slim down a little bit.
Low carb.
I'm trying, but I had a half of the
me too.
Christmas and a half of the egg bagel.
I am in moderate ketosis
Yeah.
right now, but I'm about to immerse myself in all these bagels, and I'll be in moderate carbosis.
All right, well, John, since this is our last show before Christmas, I got you a Christmas gift.
Wow.
I didn't really wrap it.
Okay.
I was in kind
I
of
see
a hurry.
that.
Yeah.
Now, I want to just, Frank does things like this. I got a very special gift for Frank.
Oh, boy.
And it's not like in a box that you can hand to someone. I have to personally take him to get it. And I hounded him the whole weekend to give me 2 hours of his time. And he refused.
No, I did not refuse.
Well, you couldn't do it.
I said
You were
I could
busy.
do 4:30 on Saturday, after 4:30
But then you
on
called me
Saturday.
and said 4:30 wouldn't really work.
No, I said that would be fine.
Oh. Ah, these are some metal collar stays, because most days of the week I get here and say, do you have any collar stays?
That's
My
right.
collar keeps popping up,
Quit bothering.
which is very nice of you. Thank you, my
Yes,
friend.
and this is the perfect lunch-themed gift
a lunch,
for a
liquid
lunch-themed
lunch
television show.
Oh, I don't know. Can we get that close-up shot again? Look at that.
They're
folks.
cufflinks.
Look at that.
It's a
That
hamburger and
is a
French
beauty.
fries.
That is a burger, and is that a Beyond Burger?
No.
Is that an Incredible Burger?
plain
Or is
old
it
regular-
Beyond Meat? It's a regular meat
Plain
burger.
old regular ham burger.
So Frankie doesn't really partake in meats that often, but I see you have no aversion to meat-linked cufflinks.
That's right. Exactly.
Thank you, Frank. These are very nice. I'm going to put them on today.
Wonderful.
If you don't
Great.
mind.
It goes well with
So
your outfit.
what else is going on? While I dive into a bowl of bagels and cream
All right.
cheese,
Well, this is going
you
to
should
be-
be frankly speaking.
Right, this is going to be a record short, frankly speaking, but make
That
no
means it's
mistake.
about 7
No,
minutes.
Make no mistake. This is one of the most important issues that I have ever spoken frankly about. So the Taliban is taking responsibility for an attack on an American convoy that left one U.S. soldier dead in Afghanistan. Let me point out again, as I've done ad infinitum, this is already the longest war in American history, and there's no point to it. There is no point to any American soldier being in Afghanistan, let alone, we don't have this person's name yet, let alone an American soldier being killed for no reason. And the thing that frustrates me most about the situation in Afghanistan is that nobody seems to care. I open up the front page of the paper, it doesn't matter which paper you look at, liberal papers, conservative papers, they don't at all focus on the fact that we have American men and women dying for no reason because of inertia, essentially. And now they're saying that they're concerned that we're in the midst of peace talks with the Taliban, who everybody acknowledges is going to be a big part of the next Afghan government. And while we're in the midst of peace talks, which were supposed to take place in Qatar, they're bombing American convoys and killing American soldiers. So I am asking the president, who I know is a big viewer of this network, please keep your commitment to the American people, end the war in Afghanistan today, have every single American troop leave Afghanistan today. Can you imagine this poor American soldier? His parents have to read right before Christmas a telegram saying that he's been murdered. Why? Because nobody has the onions to take us out of Afghanistan. Mr. President, please keep your promise to the American people. End the war in Afghanistan. This is a war that should never have been started and should never have been continued. This is a disaster. The longest war in American history. End it.
And the shortest, frankly speaking,
I told you.
ever to be had on the show. Thank
Told
you.
you.
As you can see, I'm amused by the slightest of things. A $1 wooden toy from
Yes.
our good friend Rob Taub. This dreidel is probably going to distract me for most of the show.
Yeah, well,
Between the bagels from Mikey Bagels and the dreidels from Robbie Dreidels, it's dreidels and bagels all day.
they charge $3, but they call it a Yiddish spinner. What do you call those things? Fidget spinner.
A Yiddish spinster.
Yeah, a Yiddish.
You go uptown
Yiddish
on the
fidget
Upper East
spinner.
Side, you'll find a million of those.
Yeah.
Typically, we're drinking Question tequila or something else, but to go along with the Mikey Mint Bagels, today's going to be an orange juice type of day.
Let me also mention, I was at a Hanukkah celebration yesterday.
Hanukkah.
And I was asked by my wife, of all people, of everybody that has ever liked or retweeted one of your tweets, one of my tweets, and you can follow me on Twitter at Frank Moreno, who has been the most famous? And I said, I don't know. So let me go back and look. And sure enough, I found that 6 years ago, this guy retweeted one of my tweets. And this is probably the most famous person ever to retweet one of my tweets,
Wow.
Donald Trump. Now,
That is
again,
amazing.
this is long before he was president, long before he was a candidate for president. And I wrote, I think Donald Trump's book, The America We Deserve, deserves a read, written in 2000, very prescient. And this book was prescient. He talked about Al-Qaeda and Osama bin Laden and said that if we didn't get a handle on terrorism, that we would see a terrorist act that made the 1993 World Trade Center bombing look like child's play. So if you're not following me on Twitter, you're missing out.
Because the president
At Frank Moreno.
sure is.
That's right.
Well, I just want to mention one other thing. Starting in January, I would be teaming up with an investor education company. As you know, I joined InvestView as their chief digital officer. And starting in January, I'm going to be publishing a brand spanking new weekly newsletter. It's going to be called the Monday Morning Quarterback, and it's going to be free. Zero, nothing, no credit card, no nothing. You email me, get on the list now. I'm only going to take people who aren't haters, but I'm going to give you an outline of what's happening for that week in the markets, in cryptocurrency, and around the world with your money and your finance. So if you want to get a Monday morning email from me giving you a heads up on all the stuff you should be looking out for in the markets, shoot me an email, jt@liquidlunchtv.com, and get on the list because it's going to be fun and it's going to be free. It's going to be my Christmas gift to all my viewers. If you want to hear about the stuff I'm looking at each week, Monday Morning Quarterback will be for you. We're going to take a quick break. It's going to be a very merry mix it up when our good friends Rob Taub and Rich Valdez join us right here to kick around the topics of the day on a very merry Christmas Money Monday.